it's Kimberly and welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, from hair care to skincare to tech videos, and today I'm bringing you another tech video because it has arrived. Did I do this upside down? It has arrived. My iPhone SE2 is here. I am super excited. You can check out my other video where I talk about upgrading from my refurbished iPhone 8 256 gig to the iPhone SE2 128 gig in the red color. This came really quickly. I pre-ordered it a week before. It shipped yesterday and arrived today. So that's pretty fast. So in this video, I'm going to be unboxing my new iPhone. I'm going to be setting it up. I'll be comparing it to the iPhone 8 that I have, and then I'll be saying goodbye to my iPhone 8 and sending it back to Sprint. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep on watching. Alright, so here is the phone, and yes, I do have the protective cover on. I am very clumsy in a sense, and I don't have my case on it just yet, or the protective screen, so I'm just keeping this little film on as like a precaution until I can set everything up. But I wanted to set up this phone first before starting to fiddle around with it just to be sure. It took me a little bit of a while. I was chatting with Sprint, which again, Sprint was so nice. We were messaging back and forth because once I did my setup, it said it didn't work. So I sent them some text messages, and luckily I had my iPad. However, crushed the screen is I was still able to use it because I turned off both my iPhone 8 and this new iPhone so that I could just chat with them and figure out what was going on. It didn't take too long. I just had to turn it off, put it back on, and they had to do some sort of software upgrade, and then now here we are. So I'm actually all good. With the iPhone that I got, my new one, I also got a box to send back, as well as like a plastic bubble wrap and some information about how to properly send back my other phone because it is a refurbished phone that I had on lease from Sprint. It's in pretty great condition, so I don't have any worries about sending it back. Now, the great thing about this new iPhone SE2 is that I believe it's going to fit everything that my iPhone 8 fit. Extra protective screens that I have, even my iPhone case, I think it should actually work. When you turn on the phone, it's just so much faster. And I believe that that's an A13 processor. Wow, so much faster. I didn't try the camera out. I'm gonna take you guys outside so we can test out the camera, the video. I actually just looked at the video real quick, and I love that there's a double tap in the photo settings so that when you have the camera on, you can hold it down and then it becomes a video already. The white makes it really obvious when you have a protective screen because the screen doesn't cover all the way to the side. Not that big of a deal, but now that it's gonna be black, even if there is a little divide, you won't notice it right away. But let's just test real quick. Even though I have the film on, I'm gonna test putting on my iPhone 8 case to see if it will fit this one. Now, I just have to have a bumper case on. I cannot, I just drop my phone a lot, and this case has saved me so much. Now, I love how the phones look without the cases. I wish I was of ability to carry that, but I can't. I do still have the protective cover on, so I do realize that I'm gonna have to take it off and then put it back in. I'm pressing so many things. Yeah, so that's it. It actually fits in, and this is what the back will look like instead. So it still gives me the reflection, which is great. I can check if there's anything in my teeth. But other than that, that's what would work for me. And yeah, I would just have my protective screen on the front. Now this one, I have one of the privacy screens, so the screen you won't be able to see it from the side to side so that people can't be looking over your shoulder and stuff like that. I did really like that. The one challenge I did have with that is that when I would be like working out or something like that and wanting to have the screen up, if I was laying down, I couldn't see the screen. So it actually like prevented me from seeing my own stuff, but I don't think I'll be putting that on my new iPhone, only because I think I only got one, but I do have another protective screen that I can just put on for safety. For fun, I'm just gonna take it off right away. And so this was the screen that I have, and you can see that it was a little tinted so that you wouldn't be able to see what was on it if you were looking at the phone from the side. I'm gonna miss this bad boy. It was good times, 256 gigs in which I didn't use like any of that. But it's just a really, really, really beautiful phone. I feel like I'm sending this back in pretty mint condition. There are no cracks. There are no scrapes or anything of the sort that I can see with my naked eye. Biggest difference on the back that I think everyone has mentioned is that the Apple is now in the center as opposed to a little bit above. I didn't even notice that before. When I was watching other videos, I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's about right. And then on the back, mine doesn't say iPhone, it says product red. Again, the product red one will be giving proceeds from these sales to COVID-19. I thought that was great to give back, so that's why I got the red one. Price is exactly the same for me monthly, so hey, I lucked out. All I need to do, like I said before, is just to do the whole erase my settings thing, turn it off, mail it back, and it'll be good. So it's a Saturday today. I'll send it out on a Monday. Let's go outside and test this camera. Okay, so here we are shooting on the iPhone SE in the camera settings, or in the actual video settings, and it looks pretty good. Okay, so editing me here, I am an idiot, and the reason why that sound was so muffled was because I was covering it, that protective film. That protective film goes all the way around, so obviously when I put the phone into the case, it actually muffled the sound. I'm so stupid. But anyway, here is a clip of me with the audio. I'm indoors, this is terrible lighting, but just so you know, you can hear me normally. Comment down below if you have any questions about the phone or anything like that. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.